Where did you get these onions?
I picked them myself.
Yep.
Straight out of the kitchen.
Oh my god.
If the movie The Notebook was a food, it'd be onions. This pesky vegetable, while oh so delicious, is one of the most dreaded to prepare. Today, we wanted to put our eyes to the test and check out a few popular hacks to help stop the waterworks from cutting onions.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, that didn't work.
Now, before we dive into some of these hacks, we first need to understand why onions make us cry in the first place. The reason chopping onions triggers a tear-jerking response is due to an enzyme within onions called propanethyl S oxide. This irritant stimulates the glands in your eyes to release tears. When the cells in an onion are broken, this enzyme gets released into the air almost like a gas. Now, once this gas hits your sensitive eyes, it's time to break out the tissue box. That's because this enzyme triggers your brain and eyes to tear up to help wash away the enzyme. Different onions contain more or less of this enzyme. Sweet onions, green onions, and scallions tend to be pretty tame on the crying scale. However, yellow, red, and white onions definitely take the cake for tearing up. Now, there are quite a few quote-unquote hacks circling around the internet to avoid tears from spraying down your face while cutting onions, and we're gonna put them up to the test. First up, we test out one of the most popular hacks, and that's to freeze an onion before chopping it. The theory is that the cold will make the gases within an onion more dense, thus limiting the spray into your eyes. I'm skeptical, but let's see how it goes. Okay, so I think before we dive into these hacks, we should probably try cutting an onion, like without anything, just on its own, just to kind of see what we have in store for us. So why don't you have I'll give you first pick of the onion. All right, ready?
Yeah.
You ready to cry?
Always. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
There we go.
Okay, so it works.
Onions make you cry. Thanks for watching Meals.
I think we've come to the conclusion that these onions do in fact make you cry. You ready to start the first hack?
Yeah.
So I put this onion in the freezer for about like 4 hours or so, because supposedly the cold will help stop the fumes and whatnot from spraying up.
It doesn't smell as like.
Yeah, it does like the aroma isn't as like strong.
I don't feel any tears coming
I don't
on.
feel anything either.
See?
Yeah, wait, no.
Yeah,
it's there.
It's still there. Oh.
Oh yeah, it's still there.
The way you explained it to me was so convincing that I was like, oh, surely it's frozen.
I thought it was gonna work too.
It's frozen. How is it gonna do anything?
Okay, so I think it's safe to say that the frozen onion was a bust. While slightly better than chopping a regular room temperature onion, it's still not quite foolproof. The next hack we have is probably the most ridiculous looking one, and that's holding a piece of bread in your mouth as you chop onions. The theory is that the starch from the bread will help absorb all of the gases released from an onion before it reaches your eyes. So the theory is that if we hold the theory is if we hold a piece of bread in our mouth as we chop these onions, the bread is supposed to absorb the fumes before it hits our eyes.
Oh, come on. Really? Who said that? So I'm literally just...
So what they tell you to do is literally have this in your mouth. Is to literally have this in... to actually like hold this in your mouth as you chop an onion. No.
I don't know, man. I didn't feel anything.
No. Oh, I feel like I'm staring at the sun. Oh my god. That didn't do anything.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't tear up at all.
Okay, so I'd say maybe the bread hack is plausible.
You okay?
Oh my god.
Your eyes are so red.
Why did I agree to this video?
Yeah, you came up with it. I just came in here.
I missed her so much. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that this one is like, I feel like there's too many factors if it does work. I don't think it's like a foolproof.
Yeah,
it's not a foolproof hack.
Listen, if you try and it doesn't work, don't blame us, because at the end of the day, we're just two dudes cutting onions. Like,
While it did work for Mike, it definitely did not work for me. We have a 50-50 split here, so I think it may be a plausible hack. Next up, we try lemon juice. The trick here lies with the acidity of lemon juice. The theory is if you apply lemon juice to your blade, the acidity will neutralize the gases coming out of the onion. Why don't we test it out? Now, supposedly, for this hack though, you have to keep reapplying the lemon juice. So after a few cuts, I'd say let's reapply and see what happens.
I'm getting a fine dice over there.
So far, I think it's pretty okay.
Yeah, like I can feel the. Nope, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, that didn't work. Oh, no.
The first few cuts were okay. Yeah, I don't think the lemon juice worked.
No.
While it did help, the downside is needing to reapply the lemon juice after almost every slice. And like the frozen onions, it still has yet to completely stop the burn. Last up on our list is actually a hack that went viral on TikTok. Posted by user @cerealeatingghost, they claim that due to the gases within onions being attracted to water, if you cut onions on a wet piece of paper towel, the towel will absorb all of the eye-burning onion gas. Let's see how it holds up. I have some wet pieces of paper towel here. You're supposed to lay the paper towel on your cutting board because the gas within an onion is attracted to water.
I've heard of this.
Instead of going up into the air and into your eyes, paper towel is supposed to absorb it all. I have some pretty high hopes for this. A lot of people say it works, but yeah, so far I'm doing pretty okay. It's weird because it almost like you don't really even smell it as much, like the smell of onions. I'm okay so far. Like, do you feel anything?
Not really. Is this the first hack that worked?
I think this might be the first hack that worked for us. Like, it's still slightly there.
Yeah, but it's not nearly
But
as
not
bad.
nearly as bad. Okay, I would actually say the wet paper towel gets a pass. I think it's safe to say that this gets a pass. Out of all the hacks, this one definitely caused the least amount of eye burn and tears. So if cutting an onion is in your near future, try cutting it on a wet piece of paper towel. Thank you very much for tuning into this video. We put our eyes on the line, so you wouldn't have to. Not gonna lie, I was pretty skeptical. The bread, I was very skeptical about.
Yeah, like, if you want to try the bread, go ahead, because it worked for me, but
did not work for me. If you did like this video, be sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos. Also, if you have any hacks for food that you know of, let us know in the comments down below and maybe we'll try them out in the next video. With that said, I'm Dave from Meals.
And I'm Mike from Meals.
And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.
See ya.